Okay, everybody, so I was privileged enough to get a very early screening of Captain America Civil War. We're about 3 weeks out, so I was really excited. This is the second time in about a month we get a movie about superheroes pitted against each other. But I don't like the first one, of course, Batman v Superman, and the things that movie got wrong, this movie gets right. Let me tell you guys right now, this may be Marvel's best movie yet. And with that, I welcome you to another episode of The Road Mentor, where my goal, as always, is to enhance your movie watching experience. So Civil War obviously meets all expectations. This movie is really well done. The Russos do it again. Of course, they directed Winter Soldier, which at the time I thought was the best Marvel movie to date. This one comes, it's either as good, maybe a little bit better, maybe a little bit under it. I need a second viewing to really solidify that. But be that as it may, this is a really well-made movie. These guys really know what they're doing, and I'm really looking forward to Infinity Wars down the road, because they're also directing those two, part 1 and part 2. Now, Civil War gets it right on all cylinders. First of all, great character development. You really understand what's going on. They did a really great job of presenting both sides. Obviously, this is not a spoiler. We have obviously Captain America versus Iron Man, and their difference in ideologies, and they really do a good job of presenting both, and they both make sense. They both have the cons and pros, and you can see yourself kind of leaning towards one or the other, and neither one is right or wrong, which is what makes the movie so good. Now, this is what obviously Batman and Superman failed to do, was to give us both ideologies, and this one delivered on all fronts. Now, obviously, this is my biggest fear going into this movie, was about the stakes. Number one, was it gonna feel like real heavy? And it does. It's very emotional at times. There's a lot of impact there. You really, when they go at it, you know the stakes are there. And my second gripe was going to be about the number of characters in this movie, which is going to be an Avengers 2.5. Now, yes, everyone's in this movie practically, and they're all given their moments to shine, particularly Ant-Man, of course, and Scarlet Witch. But ultimately, this is, at its very core, a Captain America movie. It's about Captain America, Steve Rogers, and what he goes through, and it remains that in that fashion, much like Winter Soldier did, which is why that movie and this one are so successful. Now, from an action standpoint, this movie is great. A lot of great set pieces, a great chase scene involving Black Panther, who I'll get to in a minute. And of course, the scene that everyone keeps talking about, the big battle in the airport scene, which you've seen a very quick glimpse in the trailers. This movie is fantastic. This is a nerd's dream. You're gonna have a tremendous nerdgasm watching this scene, because you have all the superheroes going against each other. Obviously, it's a Civil War. And it delivers in a big way, particularly Spider-Man, which is where he shines. I really enjoy the scenes. A little CGI heavy, but be that as it may, it's really seemed like Peter Parker joking around. He's very youthful, so we're not really used to seeing from Spider-Man. Obviously, this kid's still a teenager for the most part. We have Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, or late 20s when they did a portrayal of it. So it feels like a young kid having fun out there, and the job really utilizes him very well. And that scene is phenomenal. It's a big surprise there. Like I said, I won't spoil anything. It's about 15-minute long scene, more or less, and it's really well done. But besides that, the other action is great as well. This movie is 2 hours plus, 220. But it's very well paced. It does not seem long at all. You're very entertained all throughout. The only gripes I have with this movie, again, with being with Marvel, is the villain. He was kind of shoehorned in there. He's more of a plot device. He doesn't really serve a great purpose. They could have done other things to further the story, not involving the villain. But that's what Marvel does. So, it is what it is. A little bit of CGI, but again, not a major gripe. Despite all that, this is a great, well done flick. I'm obviously going to see it again. It sucks I got to wait 3 weeks, but I want to get a gauge to see if this is indeed better than Winter Soldier or not. Right now, it's kind of neck and neck. But obviously, Spider-Man, which I talked about, great addition. And Black Panther, who I don't really know much about, he was really well done in this movie. I love his movements, the costume, the character itself. I can't wait for his standalone movie. Did a really good job of introducing him to the MCU. And I said everything, just aside from the villain, really worked in this movie. It's big in scale, a lot of emotion, great action scenes. And again, Russos, congrats, they hit it out of the park once again. These guys are quickly becoming some of my favorite directors. So obviously, I can't recommend this movie enough. Regardless of what anybody says, all your comic book fans, Marvel fans, you're gonna watch it regardless. Those who may be on the fence, trust me, go watch it. It's worth the hype. There's a lot of good press behind this movie right now in its early screenings. They're all legitimate. I think Rotten Tomatoes 100%. It's well earned. It's very, very entertaining. It's clearly my favorite movie so far this year, and it's obviously going to remain there for a while. You know, it should be top 3, top 5 by the end of the year, no doubt about it. The movie is that good. It's that well made. So, Captain America Civil War, you're going to watch it? Of course you are. When you do finally see it in a couple weeks, comment below, let me know what you guys thought. As always, follow me on Twitter at The Real Mentor. And of course, subscribe below and feed my need to go to the movies and talk about it afterwards. See you guys next time.